Pretty much just go right to him finishing each boss, and then yeah,
Crystal
right to the
stopped
cutscenes.
working.
Oh shit, I wasn't hitting record for like the last 30 minutes.
Storage is full.
You can redo.
I knew that.
Oh, that's true, I can redo missions, so I can just redo this mission.
Who's that person?
Yeah, so if you want to just redo this
One
right
that gave me
away.
this thing in the first place.
Do you mind? Because I actually do want to redo this real fast. I don't want to have to redo it on my own. It would go faster with 2 people.
This isn't.
I'm so because after I restarted the stream, I didn't hit re-record again.
We're strangers.
God, I'm so dumb
That
sometimes.
means 2 things. 1, we're strangers to this world, and 2, we're strangers.
Yeah, don't
to
worry. I recognize you by
ourselves.
your profile,
Remembering who we
Jojo.
are.
Nobody else
That's
uses
what
that
lets
profile
us fight
pic.
without fear or hesitation. It's a mercy to forget. Those were your words, Jack.
It doesn't matter. In the end, there are no answers here. I don't remember either.
Neither do I.
Well, if you gotta
Yeah.
re-record it, we can just
Same.
skip this and
You
watch
know
it
I
again.
don't.
Does it replay the cutscenes if you replay a level?
Perhaps Astos can shed light on our questions.
Seeing you again truly does bring a
I
smile
know we
to my
started.
face.
'Cause if
Well,
there's
I
no
don't want to take a
starting
chance, so I might as well
cutscene, then
record
we'll
this
know.
while I'm here. And if we do come across it again, whatever, just watch it again. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Can you skip the cutscenes? I have no idea.
Yeah, you can definitely skip the cutscenes. I think it's just options or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
but
let's
now
look
we're
at doing
kicked
single
back
player
into-
stuff anyway. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for saving me. I'm in your debt.
What were you doing here?
My eternal duty, as it were, monitoring the darkness, keeping track of it.
Details. And fast. Or I'll get mad.
Fine, fine.
All I saw, I looked over at
First,
chat.
I
It looks
need
like
a little
we're having discussion
flavor.
on Souls games
Step
and open world.
outside, and you'll see a strange
But
castle that seemingly
I saw somebody,
appeared out of
was it
thin air.
Tokukai, say Dragon's Dogma is great. I will
Fresh
absolutely
look
second that.
from
Dragon's
the
Dogma is a fantastic
Place is
game
rife
with a lot of
monsters
creativity,
born from chaos. Give them
and
the
even
old
though
one
there's
too,
a lot of
they-
rough edges to it,
Oh,
it is
and
a
if you
very
see any
smartly
other
crafted
new
game
edifices
with
pop
some
up,
gameplay
give
mechanics
them
that still to this
secret
day
treats
have
which
not
you-
been beat.
Ideally before they spread darkness.
Like
and
if you
death
want to talk
across the
about
land.
visceral combat
Using
where
us for
it
your
doesn't
own
feel like
ends?
you're just plinking away at a health bar, it
Heavens
really
no.
feels like you're making
Forget
impactful
this is
blows
simply
and your
what
moves
you
matter.
wanted from me.
And
Now,
even to the point where
I
like you
have
can
work to do,
debilitate enemies in smart and
excuse
intuitive, organic ways. Like that's Dragon's Dogma.
Toodles.
That was fun. I never did the
Forget
was
him.
it
We're leaving.
Dark Arisen.
Dark Descent, Dark Arisen
Yeah.
DLC. I never did that.
That was back in the day when I was
What's the
obsessed
base
with
game?
doing everything. Because I did 100% Dragon's Dogma back in the day. That's why when they re-released it, or they just ported it basically, but there was no cross-save, I was like, I don't have the heart to do it all over again. Like, I bought it to support it because whenever they throw ports like they're like that, you know that they're fishing for interest to see if they're like, gonna make a sequel, which they are, fortunately. But, yeah, 100%. It is, I mentioned this
showed
before and I'll say it
stuff again?
again. I have a hard time replaying games, especially long ass RPGs. I have a hard time replaying them. I don't find a lot of movies, games good for rewatches. Sometimes there are movies where I'm like, this is a good movie to rewatch, but sometimes it's like one and done and I'm fine. A lot of games to me are just one and done and I'm fine. I'll carry on the memory in my heart. Alright, what was the thing we just did? It was the Ancient's Tower. Okay. Alright, this time I'm gonna create a room. I wonder if we get... What's his face again? Oh, did you want me to change the people? Or did you not care?
Up to you. Whoever you want in the party. Doesn't really matter. Wait, I just want to... Yeah, you can just go to room settings and change. Looks like. Ow.
I would have to exit everything and then change my party from the main menu. Like the main overworld menu. And that's like totally 3 button presses that I just can't be bothered to do right now. Whoa, you have 87 level gear? Actually, kind of think of it. I haven't been upgrading my gear. What am I talking about? Wait, why am I on a side mission? Hold on.
You probably accidentally. Yeah, just back out. Go to the.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're good. Alright. I'm ready to start. I just need to upgrade my stuff.
Alright.
Wait, how's it going? Doing okay. Like, those white bats have to be the Sky Warriors.
We'll find Asta.
Or something.
Seems so.
Kalama, how do you guys feel about the armor weapon system in this game? Efficient or fun? Bloated. We always have... It makes me wonder, like, what was the purpose of having so much stuff when the overwhelming majority of it is useless?
I know that. Let's find Astos.
Okay, now that we know kind of what we're looking for.
Getting desperate.
Pass everything until we get the keys. You know, we'll force into combat in a room, then I'll do it. But
Typical Lupin info.
Yeah, let's just speedrun this at this point.
speedrun it.
Better
Yeah.
tread carefully.
Except I have no idea where anything is.
Oh, when we find the locked doors, that's when we'll start exploring.
Not if you pay attention. There are differences.
Ooh, I just got some orange gear.
Keep our wits about you and we'll be fine. Victory is still within reach.
Oh, I just went in a full circle. Ah.
There's gotta be a way out. Analyze. Observe.
Cause I opened the door, I'm like, oh, I'm making progress. Nope, it just looped back to the beginning. Herp derp. Game of trying to platinum Final Fantasy 13. That is one of the games that I did 100%. I think the hunts were really fun, very challenging,
There was a door.
and were a good show of mastery of the combat system, which I still to this day think is really good. Okay, that's a dead end. Oh, teleporter. Teleporter goes out.
Excellent. It's open.
Solomon, you're tired of open world games? I feel the world is moving past it because I feel the next flavor for a lot of game companies is live service games. Granted, as we've seen with Ubisoft, if you invest too much in live service games and do not support them, then you are dooming them to die. Very embarrassing deaths.
You've heard of Euphemia?
Because back when open world games were becoming more popular because of the success mainly popularized by Elder Scrolls, a lot of people, or a lot of developers kind of felt that, you know, you saw the marketing. They perpetuated the word linear as like a dirty word. You know, oh, linear game, like it's something inferior. And it really wasn't. Narratively speaking, linear games, quote unquote, is not a bad thing. Because whenever you have that much freedom in many open world games, you sacrifice the focus that you get for compelling narratives. That's why a lot of open world games are like kind of bare bones or kind of weak when it comes to their stories. Is because it's simply how it is to accommodate for the design. You don't have you know, for all that freedom to go wherever you want and do things in whatever order you want. Great, at the cost of having a much more better paced, better developed story. Like, you don't get to have both. You have to choose one or the other. And that's why a lot of, especially these days, like the walking sims or the movie games or the cinematic stuff, they are very linear because they get a very focused storytelling experience from it. And in order to get that, in order to have a controlled experience where you can control when certain themes are tied in, when dialogue is done, how things are shot, where you are, balanced like that, you do sacrifice the freedom because you will have to remove that from the player if you want to tell the story you intend to tell. And it's not a right or a wrong answer because, going back to what we said before, see how this all loops in, it's all about the original intentions. What were you trying to do and accomplish when you were making this game, making this product? Found the teleporter. Well, this is the same teleporter we were just at.
Hey, I think I saw something down there. I never finished my story about the Ruthenians. There's not much left.
Yeah, like,
Cornelia was popular.
you know, people
and strong.
criticize, yeah,
Here,
go like Final
they
Fantasy
lost their
13
hope,
got so much criticism for
At
being
least
linear,
then,
but,
when
you know,
Cornelia's weary of war,
the narrative
Clayton,
really
without
did it,
any
though.
blame.
You know, it didn't need to be open-ended.
Vanished?
You know, you were on a time
Stories say
limit.
no traces of civilization.
Well, here's the thing too, is that people don't realize that a lot of Final Fantasy games
It's just an
are linear experiences. And even the quote-unquote open ones, they're not truly open.
It's like, yeah, you might get a side dungeon here or there, but yeah, for the most
Oh
part,
my god.
it's just, you're not going from A to B. You're just.
Oh, we
grinding
have
for
some
levels, which you
eeny
can
meeny
do.
Momo over here. You know, I'm finding this Tomberry by myself.
Your mission
Shit.
isn't over yet, Jack.
I'm using all of our shit.
Let's be quick.
Come on, follow me.
Fine.
Dead yet.
Say it so.
Yeah, we'll find the set of cubes or whatever. We'll get
That
us
was-
back to
That was not working.
form.
All this shit. I feel like we're all doing completely separate things in completely different areas. Are you next to an area you have to be in? Because I'm next to a safe spot that I want to hit.
It's not budging.
Finally found the teleporter I
This
was
must
looking
mean
for,
there's another
Okay.
key. And another door.
which I think you already took, so go ahead.
Are you sure? Okay, well, I'm pulling everybody
Yeah,
here.
no,
I
I'm
don't
definitely
care.
heading where you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eeny
You
meeny
were-
Momo. Too bad. Deal with it.
Cornelians often say that things they can't explain were left behind by Lufenia.
This tower just popped out of nowhere. So it's more of a gift than a leftover?
Because I think I'm going to the
Worst
fire
gift I've
crystal,
ever
if I
seen.
recall. Yeah, I think this teleporter goes over there.
Trapping us in a room with a bloodthirsty monster? Someone in Lufenia had
I like how we're 10 levels below and we're still moving this like solo shit. I get that we're on like easy, but at the same time, it's like it would be a lot faster if we were moving together. Okay, eeny meany's with me.
to the other side.
Hey Nips, how are you? We're doing well. I'm navigating through this dungeon, getting lost as normal. Damn it. See, we have to like leave and then enter again. This teleporter only works one person at a time.
What is this? Is it
How dumb is that?
crystal?
Another key.
Let this be the final one, please.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You guys are right behind me.
Oh, well.
Because I noticed you guys running. It's like, oh, this must be the right elevator. It doesn't matter, because if this goes to the fire crystal, like where I think, I just have to come back up anyway. Or maybe it doesn't, and I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Ah, treasure.
I don't see
Okay,
any
this
crystals
is where
anywhere.
Maidisky goes.
It
Okay,
feels
good.
as if there's a locked
Oh, that's
door
right, this is
around
that
every
wall
corner.
that I have to
They
be at.
must
Okay,
really
so we're
want to
going the right
keep
spot.
something safe.
But yeah, when they started promoting that for open world games, you started noticing that not only did you sacrifice story, you kind of sacrificed content, because in order to produce an open world game, what you had was these big sandbox areas, because everyone wanted to be like GTA or Elder Scrolls, and what they failed to do is fill the areas with compelling content. So what you saw is a whole bunch of copy-pasted, cookie-cutter garbage. And you see that still to today. A lot of open areas are just the same repeat activities over and over and over, and it's just filler. It's bloat. And times like that, when you're just there to waste players' time, like, again, if I was a kid and I had plenty of time and, like, I didn't really have that many games because I got no money, then I'm not really worried about that. I think of it as quote-unquote value, because I'm like, well, at least there's more, you know, content to come up with and use for this game. But is that really the case? Is it just wasting my time?
Balance of having, you know, if you gotta have a reason for your game to be open world. You can't just do it because that's popular. That doesn't.
That's what a lot of people do, though.
Rarely
Like, they
works.
jump onto the bandwagon because it's popular to make a quote-unquote open world game. Therefore, that's what they gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta find a game that you gotta make it so your game benefits from being open world. You know, it has something
Yeah, like,
that
what's the
can't
purpose?
be
Yeah.
experienced.
But it's like back in the turn of the millennium, where so many games had forced multiplayer modes. Like, oh, you have to have a PvP mode. You have to. You can't succeed in this world without it. And so a whole bunch of games had just shoehorned in co-op or shoehorned in PvP, even though they really didn't serve that purpose. These days, you don't see that. Thank God.
Yeah, but then we're seeing the other things like the live service.
Yeah, live service is the
You
new
know,
hotness.
or if they do have PvP, it's usually something like Battle Royale mode and stuff.
Yeah, fortunately, Battle Royale came and went, because the people that are, you know, really still popular for it are still popular for it. I just walked in a circle again. I have no idea where I am.
I think you have to take the teleporter back to get to the Key of Phantoms room, which is
We're
what I'm
going
doing.
in
The
circles.
teleporter or the elevator?
There. That should give us access to
The
a new area.
teleporter, and then it leads to an elevator.
I can't even tell where we are anymore. Let us out already.
I'm with Neon. I really can't tell where I am anymore.
Now then.
So, what now?
Because, man, there are so many games, and this was one of my first complaints back with Batman Arkham Asylum versus Arkham City. A lot of people loved Arkham City. It was like, oh, it's so big and all this stuff. But I'm like, haven't you noticed how it's the same exact enemy spawns? You know, you do the same thing in Arkham Asylum, which was much more intimate, more focused, more, you know, tightly done. But when you spread everything out, you're doing the same thing. It just takes you longer to get from point A to point B. And I don't find it terribly exciting to be gliding and taking longer to do the same exact shit that you should have just done in the first game. Like, I feel it's a worse paced game for it.
think we should do?
All right, Oni, can you get back to that room with the
Giant magic
with the
teleporter?
fire-
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Well,
I think
no.
I
My
activated the
instincts are
last
telling
before.
You
me
did,
to go
you
find
did. I'm gonna
masters
teleport everyone
behind
here.
this door.
All right. Did you hit record?
Right.
I did.
All I know is
I'm
there's
currently
powerful
recording.
darkness in there.
Oh,
Okay, good.
dear. Then we'll have
Alright.
to go in with our weapons drawn.
Warped due to player actions. I am not warped.
Over here, scrub heap!
I didn't realize we hurt his feelings by calling him Scrap Heap. Who knew the Iron Giant has such thick, thin skin?
Play with us.
How ironic.
He could be pretty emotional at times.
Yeah. Honestly, we probably insulted his favorite video game franchise adaptation, and so he's just, he's here to cancel us on social media and complain about us.
Skilled in swordplay and magic? Impressive for a mere machine.
Ancient tech made such serious weaponry possible.
Okay, this not Joel's my bad. We're very bad.
Don't worry, Jay. I got you. Not dead yet. This one's got some teeth.
Victory is still within reach.
It's just, I love how over the top and how comical it is. Like, Jack just casually just picks up this massive blade and cuts him in half. It's just so funny.
By darkness. Let's put it out of its misery.
It's not over unless we give
Done.
But to go back to something I saw something earlier where you can't please everyone, I'm going to say right now, I don't remember who said it, but it doesn't matter. That's a very useless criticism. Well, you can't please everyone. It never was about pleasing everyone. You will never please everyone, just as much as you will never completely piss off everyone. No matter how terrible something is you don't like, I guarantee somebody out there really likes it. It found an audience. It doesn't matter how bizarre or bad something is. There's gonna be an audience for everybody. So it is such a non-comment to say, well, it's not built for everyone. Obviously, nothing is. Like, I don't know if you feel you're contributing to the conversation by saying such a useless sentiment. That's not a slam against the person that said it. I'm criticizing that notion itself. Balthazar, can we stop saying they and start saying Ubisoft? We all know who we're talking about. So, speaking of Ubisoft, you may have heard recently over the past week they canceled 7 games. We spoke about this last time. And it's unfortunate too because Ubisoft excels in architecture. Like when it comes to city density, no one comes close to Ubisoft when it comes to finally designing like the cities and the buildings and structures. Most places will get away with just, oh, well, here's a giant ass box. You know, you can't actually go in the building, you can't interact with people, and like the people just do, mindless loops around the city. They don't go anywhere, they don't do anything. But with Ubisoft, oh, I'm burping. They can feel a lot more organic. Whoa, 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 whoa. Eeny Meeny is level 298. How the hell long has Eeny Meeny been playing this game? Either way, I'm gonna start the next mission so we can get carried.
Plus, we didn't even get any cutscenes for you doing the mission.
Yeah. So now we know that cutscenes don't replay.
There's
The theater
maybe
mode?
there's like a
I don't know.
theater
We'll
mode,
see.
yeah. Maybe it'll have Jack in his default clothes.
Yeah, who knows? That's true, actually. I should check that out. Speaking of people who like to 100% everything. Oh, he's gonna be leveling up his ninja class for this, I see. Taiga Fangs. But yeah. But Ubisoft fell into that pit of we have to chase that live service dollar when they had no infrastructure for it. It reminds me of a mistake they made back when they made, what is it, Rainbow Six. So Rainbow Six, when it first came out, Rainbow Six blew up and Ubisoft did not expect it to. When Rainbow Six first came out, it was very lukewarm at reception, but then it escalated. Because what Ubisoft was pushing at the time was For Honor. They had a really long-term plan for For Honor. But when Rainbow Six suddenly became this breakout success and For Honor started dying, they took all the servers from For Honor and put it on the Rainbow Six, which killed For Honor, but staggered the release of Rainbow Six. You wouldn't guess now, because Rainbow Six had a very long, very healthy life cycle. But that wasn't always the case.
Lufenia left this behind.
Looks new. Maybe this is a gift.
A tower.
I'm
filled
seeing
with
repeats in
monsters?
armor now.
They have an odd sense of humor.
Yeah, and some amazing tech to throw around.
Only like 30 of each
So
type, and we just
are all these
keep getting
bats going to
better
be like
ones.
the old versions of us?
This
Is
is
that
our
going to be the
fault.
twist? It wasn't just the Sky Warriors.
This must be our
All of them
reward
are
for purifying
old
the
versions of us, I
crystals.
wonder.
We'll find out.
What is it?
That feeling's gone.
God.
My drive.
He doesn't want to kill Chaos anymore.
Purpose.
What's wrong with him?
It's not there anymore.
This is true character development.
Yeah, this is a true character arc. Man, what a twist. Jack does not want to find and kill Chaos. Honestly, I'm shocked. I didn't think he had it in him.
A barrier. This is vexing.
No off switch, but there's got to be a way to get through.
There you are.
More trash to dispose of.
Didn't think that would explode.
Watch it carefully.
Oh yeah, that's right. Red attacks are unavoidable.
Victory is still within reach.
Barely even worth the trouble.
Shuriken, 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 shuriken. That's what I keep seeing from.
So that was generating the barrier.
Here we go.
Astos was looking pretty rough.
A
Not
random
just
fire
monster
extinguisher.
beating up rough, but something
Like somebody modeled and put that there.
deeper.
Yeah, but good
But
luck
yeah,
getting him to tell you
we're
why.
once again seeing the tide turn
Makes us
as
pay in blood
there
for
is now a
every
return to
question we ask.
favorability with how mainstream games has gotten, where now people are actually more receptive to what we now call cinematic experiences. They used to just be called linear games. They're now called cinematic experiences. Go figure. It's like we've just gone full circle again. Doesn't matter. And now we have the division of games that focus now almost entirely on story to that degree. Is this a hidden wall? No, it's just a door. Or ignore story and just go for pure gameplay. So we have
Hey, Jack,
that division
we need
as
to have a
well.
talk.
That
Now that our
dichotomy.
crystals won't protect us from the mist, you're a liability. You depended on yours to keep you safe.
In other words, you'll be forced to do your favorite thing. Reminisce.
Uh-oh. Well, it was
Back
nice
to the
knowing
beginning
you,
right
Jack.
there, so.
Shut up.
Well, we have to go up. I haven't seen an elevator or anything. Actually, what about that very first door that was blocked? Did we unblock it? Oh, is that an
Yeah,
elevator?
that,
Oh, here it is,
that,
yeah.
that save. Oh, is there an elevator?
Yeah, there was an elevator near that room. That was near the first room. Eeny Meeny
Oh,
found
okay,
it.
I guess I didn't see that.
Or I guess it's Eeny Mini. Kalama, did you say while Comrades was in the queue because I think it shut down? Honestly, I saw your comment on that and I
Should
looked
we
it
take a
up,
breather?
and I think you're right. I think Comrades is no longer playable except in offline mode. It is no longer co-opable, but apparently you can play it offline. So I guess I'm gonna be playing it offline.
What are we even
Never
doing
mind.
here?
Killing all the monsters.
I don't really have anything else in
This
terms of the
is
co-op
Astos,
queue except for
and he gives us
maybe
the info we want.
more
What info is
Borderlands,
that?
like the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands,
Like World Affairs, history.
which I haven't only played because I really like Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm like, I like Dungeons and Dragons, or I say I used to, because I've fallen out of love with that. I used to be super hardcore into it, but nah. Again, time and interest. fact that Arrow also has like this vacuum effect, it's debatably more useful than the other element spells, even if it's not super effective. Oh, elevator here. Oh no, it's just a room. All these places look alike.
It's the problem when they get into the labyrinth rooms to
Yeah, like stuff like this is like my
Pat him
bane.
out.
Oh, here we go.
Let's
A
be
wall we
quick.
have broken.
This'll be a breeze.
Dead end? But I think there's a way out. Save some of that wrath for the monsters.
That was seriously awesome. Nice! Down with the old, up with the, us!
Oh, there's a chest over there. I'm gonna grab it.
Treasure ahead!
And it wasn't worth it.
I don't care about any of that crap.
If it's not chaos, killing chaos, or light and dark,
That looks like a
who
rare stuff, though.
cares, right?
Wrong. All of that's just
I guess
background
red is
noise.
like the
All I care about is
ultimate level of
Finding
stuff.
something to
Is like
replace
5-star
that
gear
purpose
is
we
red.
lost.
you got it. I need a name.
Purple's 4
Something
star.
to kill. I'm nothing without a battle to fight.
It's probably blue is 3 star, green 2 star, white
It's a
1
matter
star.
of
Yeah,
principle.
so 5-star has to be red, right?
Usually, yeah, gold or orange or I guess in this case red.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How dare you assume a loot system is 2023? We're beyond these assumptions. Oh, shit.
You know, I'm sure someone could make that argument and not.
You realize I'm being completely
Be
sarcastic and
sarcastic
don't
about
give a shit. Yeah. What?
Right, you should assume the color of a loot system.
Yeah. How dare you assume the color of a loot system?
So Lufenia sends
okay,
its
a lot of people
refuse here to generate yet more darkness.
Don't hang around long enough to
Would they wanna
understand
make this
bizarre
stuff?
sense of humor
I have
outside
the
their
feeling
own.
I wouldn't understand, even if someone explained it to me.
This will hurt. I never meant.
Couldn't make it more obvious, could we?
Yeah, and it even comes with guardian monsters.
Do we do something in this room? Oh, I guess we smashed the glowing things. That makes sense.
There. A barrier must have gone down somewhere.
Jack, you okay?
That drive inside of you was what kept you anchored. Now it's gone. We're worried about you.
But it's not like our job's over. Lufenia's darkness is still out there, growing stronger.
Jed's
These
right
job
for
classes and
once.
weapons remind you of Monster Hunter.
Jacket's fine if you're rattled. Just
I guess
stay
you could
on.
think of it like that because it is weapon based in terms of what class you have equipped. I'm gonna port you to us.
We just missed the elevator. I also saw with Eeny Meeny their classes are at level 55. So
Yeah, how do we
The
unlock
most-
the limits for our class? Because we're still like level 30.
maybe it's post game or DLC.
Oh, that's a good point.
Wow, it's lovely.
I never pegged you for a nature lover.
You really know how to ruin the moment, don't you?
Right. Feel that before it gets bad.
Are you guys just ignoring all these enemies? I guess you are.
We should be careful.
wasn't bad for my parents.
Getting desperate.
Oh my god. These bats are gonna follow me forever, I bet.
I guess it seems his weakness is getting punched in the dick, because that seems to be, whenever I punch him right there, that's what the weak pops up every time. Punch from behind, the side, nothing, right in the dick, weak.
Makes sense.
So there we go.
Another blood
Found his
to the
weakness.
land.
See anything following us?
I could keep going.
Yeah, it's truly fascinating when you really kind of just take a step out and look beyond yourself. A lot more interesting that way. The Batmobile in Arkham Knight makes me laugh to this day. Oh, dude, the Batmobile in Arkham Knight is literally the main character. You play more as that Batmobile than you do as Batman. It's literally the main character.
Found a spot to rest.
Let's remember this place.
And like the part where it dies and it's like, oh, Batmobile, you died. Good thing I had a backup. And it's just like, okay, game. I didn't realize it was such an emotional character.
Destroy it.
But yeah, the Batmobile is low-key the actual character you play as. You just sometimes get out of the car and play as this random guy dressed in a bat suit. It's weird. And, you know, games are for everyone, I guess. Actually, I remember somebody one time saying something stupid, like, I know, right? There's one thing where it was, games should be made for everybody. He's like, no, I don't think that's true. Going back to that, it's really stupid to think that any one product is meant for everybody. Like, it's okay for a game to be niche, you know? It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly
Jack,
normal, too.
Are you up for
And
this?
plus, it doesn't
There's
change
an enemy
anything.
I know
People are
you
going to make
sense it.
games about whatever they want, just like people are going to play games for whatever reason they want.
Especially
It's very
if they're what I
pretentious to think
want.
that we can just,
More of
at a
those
whim,
cubes.
We should
determine
collect ourselves.
the reason for people to play games or seek entertainment. I appreciate that person waiting to open the door after we hit that. No, Behemoth. Oh, as he said Behemoth at the same time.
How do I know this thing's name?
I'll strike a pose.
We were just talking about Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Classic Monster Hunter enemy, the Behemoth.
Watch it carefully.
Oh, that's cool. It became a crystal version. That is actually very cool. Look at us thinking we're helping when this level 258 guy is doing all the work. That's okay. This is also part of the experience.
Yeah, you said it yourself, you know, let some OP person carry us.
Yeah, I have no problem being
It's
carried.
random.
Yeah. And if they look good flexing and getting some materials for this, I'm glad. Good for them.
Maybe they're secretly fan in
times
chat,
have
and
I
they
been
just don't
here?
want to be known. They don't want to get name dropped.
We finally partitioned ourselves off from that vile, obsolete world. We cannot allow them to re-establish the connection from their end. That is why we need to keep monitoring the balance of light and darkness. If it looks like it will crumble, then we inject darkness to reverse the course, or reset the world if need be. Lufenia is a glittering jewel, a utopia. Uncontrollable variables have no place here.
Are the visions I'm
And
seeing
that
from this
just... She is a
Lufenia?
Lufenian.
Is that where I come from?
Realize that.
Turns out the real Lufenians were us all along.
I'm just another one of their gifts. And you... They just left you behind, didn't they?
Wait!
Jack is like, I've been having these strange dreams lately. Like, is any of this for real or not?
Clean.
Yeah,
you're making
simple
me
and
feel
clean.
it.
Yeah. It's like these Lufenians. Simple and clean is how they're making me feel tonight. Alright, I think we got time for one more. Oh, they left. Brutal.
Oh no. Whatever shall we do?
Guess we gotta play the game. Alright, you ready?
Oh, yep, sorry.
Terra Tortura. Tura. Column, I want a Final Fantasy that doesn't use crystals, darkness, or Star Scourge as the threat. A future Final Fantasy should have a serial killer as a story antagonist, like a JoJo's reference. Shake up the fanbase. Well, that's the good news, honestly, is that for Final Fantasies, you know, sequels aside, for the primary number ones,
Lufenians
they
sent me
really
here.
don't repeat the same things
Why?
story-wise for the most part. Yeah,
What
at
are
the
they
beginning,
trying
it was
to
all about like, all
accomplish?
right, we're doing the crystals again, and then here's a version of the
Where-
crystals again,
Where
here's a version of
did
the crystals
this
again.
desperate urge to eradicate chaos come from?
Jack, if
But let's
this
not forget
is
what this
we
is
think it
actually
is,
all leading up to,
if this really came from
which is a
our
fantasy
homeland,
based on reality about
from
rebelling against the
Lufenia,
world government or
then
religion.
they must already know what's going on here.
Astos. He's not just monitoring and recording the status
Blah,
of
blah,
the
blah.
darkness.
Whatever that giant
He's
thing I said
reporting
was.
back to his superiors. Let's kill these monsters and pry some answers out of him.
But you gotta be careful when shaking up the fan base, it can backfire. This actually looks like a Monster Hunter level. I remember one time somebody told me they didn't like Monster Hunter Rise because of the graphics. I'm like, why do you play Monster Hunter for the graphics? Like, hey, far be it from me to tell you how to enjoy your games, but usually most people play a Monster Hunter game for the monster hunting, i.e. the gameplay.
Where do you think Lufenia is?
Because when Rise eventually got ported to PC, that's when they played it and enjoyed it, so the game was better. It's like the game is the same game, it just looks and runs better. It's the same game, though. But okay, you know, devil's in the details, I guess.
But they'll probably just cover you in droppings.
Ew.
We got company.
More trash to dispose of.
There's a rope down here.
Getting desperate?
Where are you? Once again, we are separated very quickly.
Yeah. When I fell down. And now I'm just fighting some bats.
Because you have to remember, Final Fantasies, they do different stuff all the time. That's why it's always difficult when somebody jumps into the series. It's good because they can jump in at literally any game, and it really doesn't matter. Even a lot of the sequels don't care if you played the numbered installment that came before them. You just do whatever you want.
I could do this all day.
But at the same time, if you like a certain installment, you're like, wow, that was cool. Is there another one that's like this? The answer is probably no. I guess I jumped down to the area you were in. That's not the area we're supposed to go to. I guess there's a second hole we have to jump down into. No, that's the same hole. Damn it. How did you get to where you are? I say as if I have a working knowledge of this map that I can operate that information on.
It'd be nice if there was an actual map. It looks like we gotta go this way. Just follow me.
Oh, okay.
This will be a breeze.
Across this little bone bridge. Like some brown worms.
Your defenses falter.
That was quick.
On to the next battle.
Cubes, over there.
Let's remember this place.
This is a pretty much on the nose rendition and a remix of the theme. Oh, we got Aramons here. It's the first time we've seen one.
Haven't seen one yet till now.
Yeah. Oh, so in that teleporter, you teleport me with you. Okay. Interesting.
Well, it's a lot smaller, so it can fit all three of us.
I guess so. I didn't realize they made some of these like, you know, XL size and others not.
Nothing is ever what it seems. I suggest we proceed with caution.
I tiptoe around. I say we smash it.
What the hell? It's coming apart in midair.
Get out of here. Move!
I think we overdid it.
Who cares? At least we
Who
learned
cares?
something useful.
Fuck it.
The darkness we sensed is gone.
Bingo. Let's smash some more statues.
Wait, were we just here?
Towards the beginning, there's probably a new path open with that
Oh yeah, it is.
thing that
There's a
we
big door that we went in.
island we know.
Oh, it's green.
There you
Ooh, yeah.
This
That's
will
it.
be a breeze. Things just got interesting.
Treasure.
You know, it's another phrase. I don't know why I'm being so negative. I guess I just feel like it right now.
Those who
But
sent us here,
another phrase that I
afraid this
never
world
like
will
that
connect
fan
it back
bases
to their
use.
own.
I'm just picking on
In other
fan
words,
bases in general.
They're terrified that
Is
the abandoned will come
when
back
they
to
feel
haunt
so entitled, they feel whatever the thing they or
Wasn't off the
I'll rephrase it. They use the phrase XYZ belongs to the fans. It's like, how pretentious can you get? And yes, there is one side that can say, well, this would be nothing without us. I mean, that's true, but it also goes both ways. You wouldn't have anything if it didn't exist to begin with, because you didn't make this. Yes, this wouldn't be supported without you, but you also wouldn't have anything to support without it. it works both ways. And honestly, when it comes to the position of power, you're not it.
If it's making new fans, then I guess it belongs to them, doesn't it?
Yeah, because like, what if they decide to change the Thing into something else, like the Thing 2? Well, I guess they didn't care too much about you because they weren't with it. So I'm in a very cynical mood tonight.
That's all.
Let's forge ahead.
This chain is going up, I guess.
It's all connected.
We'll use this to get back.
Let's be quick.
Come on, follow me.
What is this darkness the Lufenians are sending?
A catalyst for change. It corrupts animals, people. It's what caused all this madness.
They're sending it here to manufacture more.
It's that darkness that held the crystal's light.
So basically, darkness makes sparkly happy world a sad gloomy world?
Then what's our role in all this?
Balance is lost if the darkness grows too strong. Your regulators.
Because yeah, I was about to sum up what he says, where it sounds like the Lufenians, if there's too much light in the world, they have to send some darkness to create equilibrium, but then if it spills the other way, then that's what happens. So they have to have agents of darkness to offset too much light. Because too much light is just as bad as too much darkness. Makes sense. We've seen this story a bit before.
Yeah.
More of those cubes.
We should collect ourselves.
Kingdom Hearts tried to have that message at part of Kingdom Hearts 2, but then kind of just went back to, no, darkness is bad.
I believe that Kingdom Hearts is full of light.
Wiggle your toes?
We all got petrified? Oh, I didn't want to set teleported. Stupid. Whatever.
We were still
Fuck you.
targeting him too.
Yeah.
Good.
I should just finish out with the spell. I don't want to go greedy.
That looks troublesome.
Another statue down. Next.
Yeah, let's go.
Is everyone still with us?
By my count, yeah, we're good. So how many statues left?
One. But not for much longer.
I wonder if this is a reference to the 3 statues from Final Fantasy VI. Wait, were we not just here?
Like, it takes us back to the beginning each time.
Oh, yeah.
So we gotta
Never mind.
find, we're... Oh, yeah, opens up
There you go.
another one of these doorways to take, I think, and... I don't know if I'm going the right way.
Well, actually, there's a safe thing over there that's different. Oh, it's behind this darkness door that we can't get to.
That'll probably open up after we get the
Time to
third
go to
statue, I
work.
Oh,
guess.
for sure. I at least
I think
flaws
I
or
went the
something.
wrong way.
Yeah, I think we've been this way.
Yeah, so. Not bad.
It's okay, I have no idea where I'm going at pretty much any point in time.
We'll say let Eeny Meeny take care of us because I forgot he left.
Yeah. Okay, the tracker's showing this way. I think. No, we've already been here. This is the green area. There's a path we're missing. With no map, it is really hard to tell if you're going in the right place or going in circles.
Hey, couldn't they have included a map? Even a mini map would make it so much easier.
Yeah.
Next, I'm just heading back to the first tower now.
We have one more avenue of attack.
Oh. The hard edge.
Better try
I
something
think
different.
that sort of all the Final Fantasy VII weapons would appear in this game.
Oh wait, have we been to this teleporter thing before?
If you could reach a teleporter thing, just take it. I guarantee the ones we took before were destroyed.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna see where it goes.
Yeah, this looks new.
Okay. Yeah, it is new because there's a statue here. Okay.
Remember, stay vigilant.
Hooray! I'm on the right way. This guy is eating my brains. Actually,
Yes, I see that. Now let's try not to go down with it.
Nothing's ever easy.
That was seriously awesome.
We finally made it down here.
Time to confront Astos. Let's go.
We fought to dispel the darkness as warriors of light. To save the world.
We did too good of a job. So the Lufenians sent more darkness.
Maybe it wasn't just us getting rid of
that's
the
kind of
dark.
funny.
Maybe someone
We were
was
too good at
following
killing
this
chaos that we have to now offset it. Maybe that's the trick, is that whatever warriors come up, it doesn't necessarily matter if they are light or darkness. They have to pick one to basically offset the. So it's an eternal struggle. There will always be warriors of light outset to the warriors of darkness, and the warriors of darkness have to be sent out to offset the warriors of light.
They'll be the ones who break the cycle.
Just when we were talking about Dragon's Dogma. It's the cycle of eternal return. Which, by the way, speaking of Dragon's Dogma, the one thing I absolutely do not like about any of the ports or the remaster is that they do not use Into Free as the theme song anymore. Breaks my heart. If you have never heard of Into Free, look it up. Go to YouTube and look up Into Free Dragon's Dogma, and that was the theme song for this game, and it is glamorous. Is the way
That
I'm gonna
J-Rock
phrase it.
song that
Yeah, the
everyone
J-Rock
says is
song.
terrible. But yeah, it was like,
I
it
liked
doesn't
it.
fit, but
I
it's
don't
like,
care.
like, how could you not?
I loved it. I still love it to
Oh,
this
trust
day.
me, I love it. Like it is so stupid and out of place, but yeah, I love that.
The wind is pushing me into the current again. Blah 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 blah.
You're late.
Bit can't wait for the recap of this because I ain't
But
played it.
no
Hey, that's
matter.
pretty much all the
Relax.
recaps is
We
I
won't
play
have
through
any
it,
more
so
gifts
you
to
don't
deal
have
with.
to.
Light and darkness.
I feel like that's a
are in
catchphrase for
perfect
somebody.
Balance, thanks to your noble
Basically, the nostalgia
efforts.
critics.
Oh yeah, that's right. He watches it,
watch
so
it,
you don't
you
have
don't
to.
have to.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, that
Where
sounds
would
like
you
somebody
me
already
to
says that.
start?
Oh, I remember it, so you don't have to. That was it.
Tell us who you are.
Is he still making videos?
Guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't watched him for like
review every week.
years. Wow. Hmm.
Yeah.
Guess.
Well, good for him. I keep saying no
Lufenian.
headgear during cutscenes, but I'm
No.
wearing a mask still.
Not.
Yeah, in fact, you and Sophia are wearing identical gear.
They, on the other hand, are former Lufenians. They're working with me, but for their own ends. To be honest, they'd be just as happy to see me dead. I was the one who turned them into bats, after all. My enchantment will fade if you kill
Oh, there
me.
goes that mystery.
And I'm sure that's why they've been so very helpful to you. They're hoping you'll decide to slit my throat for all the trouble I've caused you. Isn't that right?
I'm sorry I asked. To be honest, I don't give a damn about you or these bats. Doesn't matter who or what you are. I only want one thing from you,
Chaos.
Bastos.
Say it.
I want you to give me a reason to live. An enemy to fight. Can you do that?
I'd love to, Jack. Really, I would. But I can't. I've lived too long, you see. An eternity of regret. My heart's full of enough sadness, resentment, hatred, and rage to fill an ocean. I might as well be a dark crystal myself. Jack, I ask you one more time. Who am I?
The King of the Dark Elves.
That's all?
Yeah.
I guess he wanted some deeper meaning, like we're not friends, or something like that.
Why is darkness
Fine.
surrounding Astos? What's going on?
Sword the purple attacks. Is that not a purple attack?
Your defenses falter. It's not over unless we give up.
Interesting, so he did start off as weakened, but he eventually became weakened. Oh, did he change his elemental abilities?
What?
That's impossible. Yes, their punches collide. There should be a giant shockwave from that. Oh my god. The fist bump from the recollection. They understand each other through their fists. They're gonna hug it out at the end.
I despise the Lufenians. I hate them so much I could scream. I was born in Cornelia. I traveled with the Lufenians across the plains.
Was this Bahamut?
And I was
Nope.
reborn.
Ultimate weapon.
I came back.
Huh.
And now, I don't know where my heart should lie.
It's kind of a cool design, actually.
I am an elven mutation, not like Precaps' unity created to serve. I monitor and measure the strength of darkness, the crystal's light, and the reach of chaos.
Watch my back.
It does not fear us.
Don't worry. We got this.
We'll be fine.
thinking if we haven't done the Bahamut part where we can get more rats tail or something like that, and get new jobs. I wonder if it's a side quest.
Two more missions after this.
Wait, really? We're almost done with the game?
The next mission is actually called Strangers in Paradise.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, well I guess we're at an interesting point then. Should we finish the fight today, or wait for another session?
Well, I know I won't be able to play Saturday. I'll tell you that.
What about Thursday?
Thursday I work too.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm off tomorrow, but I doubt you want to play again tomorrow.
No, I could actually play tomorrow. It's not a big deal. So I'll tell you what, we'll just finish this tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the finale, because I want to also discuss a little bit at the very
Your
end.
memories will be stored in this device. Be sure to bring it back.
Sounds good to me, man.
Understood.
It won't be necessarily a long
Be aware that
session if
storage
it's only 2
space
more
is
missions,
limited.
but
When
I don't
that
know if it
limit
just has a
is
really
exceeded,
long cutscene
you
towards
must
the
cease
end.
your activities and await
So we'll see.
extraction.
From where?
It varies. Just contact Astos when you're ready for pickup.
Astos?
Our newest organic reconnaissance unit.
Organic
We'll show it to
reconnaissance
you
unit.
later.
Metal Gear.
I don't see much point. I'll forget about it either way.
But Astos won't forget you.
By the way, I know I must have asked this a dozen times before, but why do we have to forget?
Simple. To ensure our glorious future.
I mean, I guess if you ask a big question, you get a big answer.
Organic Reconnaissance Unit Astos at your service. Thanks to the benevolence and technology of your people, a simple Cornelian elf like me was reborn to aid your glorious cause.
I guess we were friends
Please
with him
don't
all
think of me
along
as
or
a
something,
friend
I don't
or
know.
comrade. My kind are mere bioorganisms, mass-produced to serve. Truly, I say this out of concern for your well-being. In the past, strangers died for us, sacrificing themselves out of a misguided sense of justice.
Pretty stupid of them.
Don't you realize you're the stranger too?
Pissed up?
It's just a scratch. Nothing a little spit can't heal.
Sure thing. I'll keep that in mind.
I thought I made it clear. Me and my kin are disposable pawns, grown in droves to die for you.
So Dark Elves are clone troopers, got it.
Yeah. I'm just glad you're okay.
All
Pretty
Dark
stupid
Elves are
of you.
just like whoever they
Not gonna
turn
argue
these
with you on that.
organic reconnaissance units.
It's hard to say, because he's not really a king. He would just be a cover.
Astos, I want you to be my accomplice. With your help, we may be able to change things next time.
What would you have me do?
Next time we meet, guide us. Show us the way. I don't care how you do it.
I guess I'll just become Ultima Weapon. I like how Ash is in there, but like Jed is like not part of the conversation.
Yeah.
No respect for Jed.
They're supposed to change the extraction point every time, you know. But just between us, it's almost always the Chaos Shrine.
Careless of them.
When rules become mere formalities, well, that's when things start breaking. The preparations are complete. Good luck, and be careful.
Not gonna lie, I kind of like this weird
Yeah,
sci-fi fantasy edge,
Want to come with us?
which Final Fantasy 1 always did have, but I like that they're doubling down on it.
Don't you want to go home?
It's not a matter of what I want, it's against the rules.
Then I'll change that. I'll fight for you.
You'll just forget.
I won't.
Don't get my hopes up.
I promise you, I won't forget. Next time. I will bring you back.
Goodbye, Jack. See, you forgot.
My bad. He just keeps walking off.
I don't blame you. They're the ones erasing your memories. It's not your fault. I know all that, and yet I still hated you for it. I resented you for forgetting me.
Forgive me.
I wish I could forgive you. But it's too late. There's no room left in my heart for that. We need to talk about what comes next.
I'm now gonna die very slowly and dump a whole lot of exposition on
enchantment
you.
on those Lufinians will be undone the moment I draw my final breath. But as the
Death that
magic
brought their memories
fades,
back. So what was
so
it that
too
he couldn't have given
will
us
their
the memories back
lives.
before that fight?
We'll go to the grave
Like you
together.
couldn't write something down. Like,
Honestly,
hey, this is Jack. You
I'm
may not know
amazed
this,
at
but
how much hatred they
you
can
know,
bear.
do this.
Our darkness
Yeah,
will
or, you know,
merge
just,
into a
hey,
veil that will shroud the entire world.
by the way, you promised you'd help free me next
Yeah.
time.
Jack,
Like, here's literally a
fight the
magical
beasts that
recording of you
emerge
saying
from
this.
our shadows.
I'd be like, bullshit. Gonna
Destroy
walk
them
away.
all.
Play music.
Every last one. Chaos finds its genesis when darkness and emotion become one. Wherever it rears its head, be there to cut it off. From there, all I can ask is that you follow your conscience. Though it may lead you into the heart of darkness itself, never stop. Never. This is the last gift I can give you. Use it well.
Celestial Lily, not gonna lie, genuinely enjoying the tragic bromantic death bond. We don't understand until it's too late. Yeah. It adds a layer of depth to this,
Lufenians
actually.
for their arrogance. Protect Cornelia.
Because at first we're thinking, oh, this is just them realizing they had
Forget.
to assume
We're
like
Lufenians
them
too.
becoming the fiends and things being as predictable. But this certainly took a different
matter.
turn, which I
Not
like.
anymore.
It's so boring when things are predictable. Needs a bit of
From
chaos
this
to make
day
things interesting.
forward, you are the warriors of light.
He said the thing.
Jack, we can't stay here. Let's go.
I thought we were gonna see the actual true forms of those white bats.
Go back to solo play.
Oh, so Strangers of Paradise is a single player mission? Oh, that's brutal. By the way, I'll save here and we'll finish this up tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be a finale that's multiplayer or not. I guess we'll find out. But I'll play this Cornelia. I keep saying Cornelia mission tomorrow.
Maybe it's just a cutscene before the actual mission. Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, well, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Boy, what a... We sort of crossed through a lot of story today. I'll have to review all this footage because I definitely wasn't paying attention for a lot of it. But that's okay.
Yeah, especially
Good to
when
see-
you have the connection issues.
Yeah, always unfortunate. And the part where I wasn't recording for part of a cutscene, but hopefully I could just watch the cutscene somewhere else and just write it in and just not necessarily use the footage. Just kind of cheat that way. As long as I get the important thing. Because honestly, they were starting to talk about things that were important.
There's a theater mode, though.
Oh, there
See it
is?
right now. Yep.
Where is
Yeah, just hit archives.
Well, I'm at
Got
the
all the
main menu.
Lufinian reports. Yeah. On the mission menu. Yeah, just go to... There's archives, and then you just got theater, the Fool's Missives, and the Lufinian reports, so...
Oh, damn, you're
You
right.
should
There is a
really
theater
just
mode.
re-record that.
So wait a minute. I could just literally re-record everything using default gear now.
Yeah.
Unless it replays the moment that I actually did it. Hold on, I'm gonna replay one of these scenes real fast and see if it updates it on what I'm wearing now versus then.
See real quick.
No, it's whatever I was wearing then. That's kind of interesting, actually. Okay, so the good news is though, as long as I recorded it, it's there. And you're right. Here's all the missive reports.
There's a...
And actually, I have...
Okay.
Wow, I missed a bunch of Lufenia reports, so I gotta go do that. And it looks like I'm missing only a few of the full missives. I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's good. I just need to hang out in theater mode for a little bit. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Yes.
Good save.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be a day project, that's for sure. Alright, chat. Thank you very much for hanging around, everyone, especially after the unfortunate technical difficulties. And interesting how, as always, one way or the other, talking about passionate fan bases always sparks a passionate fan to speak up about the passionate fan bases. Go figure. But we are going to finish up Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin tomorrow night. You know, start at the same time, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we're just going to see where this story finally concludes. And wow, I am really curious to see. Because I am going to go ahead and spend a good bit of time tomorrow reviewing these archives. Not just to re-record the footage, but absolutely like catch up on the story. Because I want to see how this all wraps up to the end. So join us tomorrow because we're going to catch up on the story. We are going to see this finale and we'll discuss. So join us for that. Thanks for hanging out as always. And until then, I will see you guys on the next Battlefield. Thanks for watching.